Testing. We are going to do a survival kit review. I have 5 kits here, and we're going to do them one at a time, and then I'm going to compare them. I think you'll be surprised at the results at the end and which one I say is the best kit, but it all depends on what is the purpose. If we're using the kit as solely gear in a vehicle, the choice would be different than a kit that we'll carry camping or put it into our pocket. If we're hiking, they all make a difference on which kit is the best. Sometimes the best kit is not the best equipment, most expensive, but the one that you will actually carry, because it does no good to have a kit that you have better equipment in, but because of its size, you choose not to carry it. It's better to have one that you carry with you. So the next kit that we are going to do, or the first one I'm going to do, is this kit, 12-in-1 kit, and I got to remember to keep in frame. I'm learning how to do this, so bear with me. This is Alritz 12-in-1 emergency gear survival kit. So we'll just go over this real quick and see what we have. It comes in this plastic case. The case is closed like this. It is waterproof, they say. And I'm already wasting time. So it's a convenient size. I'll give you an example. Here is a tin, a survival tin. It's a little bigger than that, but a little taller. My iPhone 8 fits on top. It's about the same size as that, roughly. A little bit bigger than that. Of course, a lot thicker. Here's another kit that's different than the rest. It's a salt kit. That's a lot smaller. Has a surprising number of things in there, but we'll go over that later. Every kit I'm going to review, except for this one right here, will be this type of packaging. So let's open this up and see what we have in here. I want to apologize now. The last one I did had a lot of noise because of packaging, and I'm learning how to do this. The last one had foam in here. This one does not. I don't know if that's a big deal. It does come with a survival blanket. The biggest problem with these survival blankets is they rip really easy. They are one-time use, but if you happen to be out for 2 or 3 days, you could be in trouble to the next day. The advantage is they make a good signal for reflecting sunlight at something. During the day, you have a whistle. At night, you have a flashlight or a campfire, and during the day, it's nice to reach out and hit aircraft that are flying by. This is one way you can do that. When we open this bag, which is convenient to have, it allows you a way to carry tinder, items like that. We'll just pull the items out first, see what we have. I had not seen one with this bag yet. This is the first time I saw them. Little tiny bag. Now most of the other ones do come with a larger bag that goes on the outside. This kit does not come with that. Okay. So for the moment, I'm just going to set that in there. And we'll just go over these items one by one. And I got to remember to stay in the frame. Okay, so this flashlight is common to all of them. I'm going to grab one I already put a battery in, right here. What we have is flashing light, a little less bright so you get a longer battery, back to flashing. It is focusable, so you can literally go in and out, make it point, and at a distance of 20 feet, it's going to be quite visible. to see whatever you're shining at, or wider. You know, looking at this table is small, but it'll give you a wider spread. The battery, once again, in here is rather loose. It takes an AA battery, does not come with the kit. It almost feels like it takes a different size battery, but it doesn't. But the good news is you could wrap cellophane around the battery and essentially protect it from losing its charge, so that 2 years from now you come back, you have a much better chance of having the battery charged, because that would be the worst thing. This flashlight is good. It's not so good you are going to want to carry it every day. The risk of any of these kits is, if you have them in your glove box, you go in, you grab this, you take it, you put it in your pocket, and you don't put it back. That's one reason why some smaller kits that are not as good or don't seem the highest quality are better, because you leave them alone. This one, it'll do the job, and you need it ready to do the job. So once again, same flashlight. Goes in and out. Got that down there. Next thing I see here is a compass, and the plastic again is going to make noise. I apologize for that. The compass works, points to the north. It is not a map reading compass where you set it on the map, you can draw lines. It's one where you can sit there and you shoot azimuths with it, figure out which direction you want to go, and travel there. Give me one moment while I let my cat in the room. Sorry about that. So this will glow in the dark. Of course, only if it's been left out in the sun like this. So don't count on that. During the day, you don't need it. At night, you're not going to have left it in the day like this. You're going to close it up. So it is kind of, it's there, but probably not practical. Knife. Most of these kits I have the same similar knife, and there are a lot of kits that are cheaper than this. This has a locking blade. This one actually locks better than the last kit did. So it is kind of hit or miss. I got really no wiggle there. There's a little bar right here that breaks it, and it goes in. And you got to carry things so you can put it in your pocket. This is a survival knife. It's meant for 1, 2, 3 days to keep yourself alive until you're rescued. It is not meant for everyday carry. It's a very, very effective survival knife. It also will clip into your pocket as a little kind of carabiner there. Pen. Like the last one, it's got a tungsten point. Can be used as a weapon. Basically, you can break windows with it, get out of it. Has the pen here. Writes. You can leave notes. Hopefully you have enough paper around in the car. It may be worth it to have a notepad with you at all times. And remember, stay with your vehicle. Too many people will leave the vehicle and the rescuers find the vehicle first, and then it takes 1, 2, 3 days to find the people who left the vehicle, because the vehicle is big and easy to see from the air or from land parties, and it's on a road. Stay with your vehicle. But if you have to leave for some reason, write a note. Which direction you left? Why you left? What's going on? So we have a pen. It looks like I have... They sent 2 of these little lights here. That's a little nice. Wasn't expecting that. That's a mistake. And there's a split ring for it. Now we have a flashlight already, but when you are in the middle of the night and you don't want to waste some juice on this flashlight, and you're just trying to get up to use nature calls, this will do the job. That's actually nice, and I got a feeling they made a mistake. Tinder. And then once again, I apologize for the plastic. I'm not going to take this knot off, but you have a striker here, you got a can opener here. There's an oxide layer on here. You have to scrape that off before you can actually make strikes. So some people go that and says it doesn't work and throw it away even before you get going. These are very effective, but you need to have some force of tinder. Cotton balls and Vaseline work. You can always make that ahead of time. You can buy different forms of tinder. You can take organic material, grasses that are dry, mosses, rough them up, catch tinder on that and get them to work too. I got a whistle. Whistle's very effective. You can blow a lot louder. I'm not gonna. That is one form of rescue signal during the day and or night. The flashlight can be used at night. You can start a fire, use that as a signal. Your truck is a signal during the day. You stir out juice in it, of course your headlights can be a signal. Here is a saw, which could be useful when you're trying to cut some wood for firewood, but I'll be honest with you, find the dead branches that are at the bottom of the trees and you'd be better off. They're dry, they'll burn, they're protected by the rain. When you're doing this, grab it by this, but you're probably better off once again having sticks, holding it essentially between your hand with the sticks going around and sawing it that way. You may need to cut a tree if you want to make shelter. This will do the job on a small tree about this big and stripping it off. So it is nice to have a saw as an option. I'm just going to set it here and deal with the plastic later. Last thing is this one, which comes universal in most of them. It does give you a little guide on what it is in case you can't figure it out. But I got a bottle opener right here. I've got a can opener right here. I've got a nut driver right here for doing different sizes, smaller nuts. This is a wing nut driver. Sits over the wing nut and you can turn it. Sometimes those wing nuts can freeze into place from lack of use. And what this will do is allow you to get on there, get some leverage to open it up or tighten it if you need to tighten something. This is put it on top of a button compass. This kit does not have a button compass, but you can set the button compass inside here and it gives you directions. It allows you to have some of the advantages of a larger compass. Oh, sorry about that. And it goes in this neat little package. Alright, so that kit is Alritz 12-in-1. Basically all these kits were around $25. Give or take $1. All the ones I got. It did come with a Band-Aid. I would probably recommend making your own Band-Aid, putting a cup in there. And I would also recommend putting some Ziploc bags in here, maybe a couple zip ties. But we have a nice little kit here. Once again, I got a plastic case that's waterproof. Seals, it goes in a glove box. That is what I believe the recommended purpose for this is. A glove box survival kit. If you're camping or you're hiking, you may want something smaller. You may want something more practical to carry. You have most of your stuff in your gear. You need it on your person when you're trying to hike or camp, because if you lose your gear, that's when a survival kit becomes important. If you have it in your backpack, you lose your backpack, it's all gone. This, I conceive of this mostly as in the glove box. Be ready for emergency, your car breaks down. You may need a few of these items just to get you by until rescue comes and or until you can make a rescue. That's it for the Alritz kit. I'm gonna just set this over here. This Alritz kit does not come with a bag like this one. It's the only one that didn't really come with a bag.